Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Weaving Web3 with the most wonderful Nicolas from Blue Kraken. We've had him on once before in Blockchance in Hamburg early in the year. And we also have the wonderful Christopher.
Thank you.
Such a beautiful man we have here. And me, Stash. So straight away, we're going to get into GameFi. What do we expect from it in the upcoming bull market? Is it a win or is it a bust?
Well, I mean, I think Nicolas really needs to say. Nicolas is the guy that's in GameFi, right? So, what do you think?
Yeah, so I think GameFi is the most important driver for the next bull market. Yeah, I have my own game project, so I believe in it anyway. But what we see now in the market already, or what we have seen the past 6 weeks, is that game coins have an unbelievable good performance. They outrun most other things or many other things, and yeah, they are extremely strong. So some months or 1 year ago, I would have said, yeah, the GameFi will be very important, but I thought it would start pumping later, and now it was one of the categories which started the pump, and yeah, I'm deeply impressed and very happy because I have a strong belief that we only reach mass adoption for crypto with gaming. Sports will be important as well, but yeah, gaming is something nearly every second human being on the planet is doing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I was just looking at a few different articles and stuff like that, and there was an article on Cointelegraph recently that said that they think tens of millions of people are going to enter Web3 through gaming in 2024, which is great to see. And obviously, as someone in the forefront of with a game with sort of like a whole fleshed out plan with like a demo out and everything, it must be really sort of bullish for you, I guess, for what you're doing, right? But yeah, like I wanted to ask, as someone with a game, and when we talked to you last, you said specifically you were waiting for things to get better in the market. Because back in June, when we were there, sort of thing, was it June? I can't remember. But yeah, things weren't doing that great, and things are looking a lot more positive right now. Like the market's going up, things seem to be sort of correcting, I guess, a little bit. But yeah, what do you think we're in sort of the bull market, or are you going to wait a bit longer? Are you positive about the current event sort of thing?
Yeah, so it's literally, it feels like a bull market already a bit somehow, but yeah, from the timing perspective, we are still pre-halving. So yeah, you don't know exactly what is happening, what is coming. Will it be a bull market which goes straight through until the end of 2025, or will we have a smackdown in between, maybe around the halving or pre-halving, post-halving? But will there be a smackdown? Yes or no? For us, from the project side, it does not matter so much. We will take this wave of happiness and all this pumping now to launch our more or less official demo in January. And yeah, then we will take a breather and wait what is coming and see how market is developing. And yeah, well, then we plan to launch our token officially after the Bitcoin halving, maybe till the end of the next year. We will see how everything is developing, and yeah, hopefully we just go straight up in a line from here to end of 2025. That would be very awesome. But yeah, as you know, nothing goes up in a straight line.
You never know. There's crazy things that are happening recently with all this bonk coin, Solana and everything. Like anything can happen. And like for everyone knows, well, people that listen and I go to people, I hate GameFi, but you are the first ever project that I've seen that have created a real unique infrastructure, game, economics, something that's never been done before. Because on a previous episode I did with two amazing guys is where I will tell you, I just said every single game on every single blockchain is basically a copy and paste of Clash of Clans, tower defense games, all that stuff. And why do you even need the token? You don't. But when you gave us access to like the early access, I was like, wow, this is a fun game. This is what I can get into it. It's got all the indie stuff like Terraria, like everything. I'm like, okay, this is fun. I need this. Like, that is excitement. The first ever blockchain game I've ever been excited for. So I'm so happy that you're here with us. I just want to say that again. And I'm looking forward to what you've got to show us and everyone else, for sure.
Thanks a lot.
So in terms of the future of GameFi, so going past, I don't know, the Bitcoin halving and stuff like that, what do you think? Do you think your game in general will be affected by market conditions and stuff like that? Or, because obviously we're going to go into, well, it's looking like we're going into a bull run next year with the Bitcoin halving and stuff like that. But obviously further down the line, probably going to end up in a similar situation to what we were 6 months ago, sort of thing. So how is your project sort of, I guess, going to be affected by that?
Yeah, so the market or the bull market in general is important for us from the perspective of player numbers. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that we will be able to attract a lot of players even without the bull market. But when the real bull market kicks in, there will flow so many people in the Web3 space, and they will look at in all directions, and many persons will see our game and start trying it out and playing it if it is fun for them. And probably we will hit the nerve of many people. And so from the player numbers perspective, this is very important. And when we now think of the end of the next bull run, where when everything is like the cycles before, then the numbers in the Web3 space decrease again. But will this bull run be like the bull runs before, or will it be world changing? That could be, and that we not so that we don't see such a harsh end like we saw in the last cycles. And additionally, our ecosystem is made right up from the scratch to be inflation proof, which is the most important thing, because in my past I had to do with many inflationary products in the Web2 space already. So that is the mindset behind how I built Blue Kraken Online. That is the most important point for me personally. So we will not enter a death spiral of inflation when the bull run ends. And then we will see if people leave or if they just keep on playing even when the whole rest of the market goes down. That is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, and I think that's oh, sorry. I think this is just one of the most unique selling points, as well as Blue Kraken tokenomically. You have created a unique system that never existed in GameFi before. And like with all games, we see the constant inflation, the devaluation of currencies, and then people will be like, obviously people use their currency as collateral and stuff, and the death spiral, and then that is already thought in front of. It is not a quick crash grab scam. People are just going to print up lots of money. You have already thought of the future proofing, and this is going to be a real game that you already brought to the community. Like, this game has existed prior, before any blockchain technology has been implemented, which is how real game development happens. And from my point of view, it is straight away green flag after green flag. It's not like, okay, I've got the blockchain, now let's build a game on top of it. We have a game, we're building on the blockchain, integrating it in a way that is user-friendly, helpful for people. And it's so exciting to see that. And I'm really excited to see the demo that will be coming out in January, and the potential like rewards that those users will get.
That's what I was going to say, something similar. I was going to say, even with or without market conditions sort of thing, at the end of the day, if you've got a game which is fun, which people play, like, why are they going to stop playing just because of how the market conditions are, sort of thing? Like, it seems silly when you think of it like that. But obviously in Web3, there's a lot of bad actors and stuff like that, who are in it just to try and make a quick buck and then sort of get out. Obviously, your token is inflationary proof, but are there any sort of things that you've thought of or that you've implemented in the project to sort of deter these bad actors from going in and trying to sort of mint out as much of the token as possible, sort of thing?
Oh, well, there are mechanics in the game which control the distribution of the in-game token. And yeah, to earn a lot in the game, you have to put a lot effort in it. And when people put effort in it, yeah, then they can earn a lot, and then they can get a lot of tokens. And yeah, they can then sell the token. That is totally okay, because our in-game token is has a price floor mechanic, which guarantees that the token cannot fall under this and that price in a certain currency. And so in general, it is not a problem when someone earns a lot. We are very happy, and I hope this people post on Twitter then, yeah, I have earned this much and it is unbelievable. And then, yeah, more people are attracted. And yeah, well, clearly, if you have a higher level, if you put more effort in it, like someone else, or in our game, because the complexity is very high, when you do more intelligent moves, if you have a better skill setup, if you are doing the correct stuff in peaceful professions and use a bit of Excel to calculate, is this bad action better than another? Yeah, then you can earn more, even in a shorter time frame. So everything is concepted like, yeah, easy to learn and hard to master. And when you mastered it and you really thought about the game mechanics, and you know a lot about the game mechanics, you read the patch notes, then yeah, this gets rewarded. And for sure, there will be people which earn more than others. And yeah,
but that's
additionally,
based on commitment, right? That's based on commitment to the game and playing the game rather than anything else. So they wouldn't really be able to sort of go in and sort of steal all the money just because they need to put the time into the game, sort of thing. If you know, I get you. Okay.
So we have some passive earning mechanics as well. So people don't need to program bots, because you can do and earn stuff AFK as well. So the distribution mechanic of the in-game token distributes a portion to the people who are doing something AFK and a portion to active gameplay and stuff like that. So everyone is motivated to play it even with less time. Then you can, for example, when you go to work, you can start Blue Kraken Online. You can set your avatar to do this and that, maybe a task which takes 4 hours, and then he does it. And in your lunch break, you quickly log in with your mobile, give him the next task, and then after work you can continue and do some active gameplay. So yeah, no one needs to be online 24/7. That is definitely not necessary.
That's really good that you have that interactive part as well as the non-interactive part, which is what a lot of people like to do, and the big, especially in the game business, of some people love that AFK style, but as well you have the playable side where you can hack and slash people away.
Yeah.
So in terms of the AFK style sort of thing, is there anything to prevent, I don't know, someone from making 1,000 different accounts, let's say, and setting everyone to play AFK sort of thing?
Oh, well, basically you can do that, but to proceed, you somehow need to get certain milestones to go on. And I would say only doing AFK stuff is not efficient. So you need a bit of active gameplay, and the combination is what is important. So I give an example. So the biggest AFK profession is dancing. There you put your character into the dance hall and he dances, which buffs other players who watch you dancing. And yeah, dancing is basically a peaceful profession. You can give your character in the dance hall and then he can dance off there for a very long time. But to make money out of it or get in-game token, you get in-game presents by NPCs who come by. This can in this presents there are sweets inside or special spices which you can sell to the cooking profession who can make food out of it and stuff like that. But as your inventory space is limited to a certain degree, you will have at a certain point in time clean your inventory and do some active stuff and bring it to the auction house and stuff like that. So only doing 100% AFK would make no sense. It is always combined with, depending on the profession, more or less active gameplay. So yeah, actually we have a demo version out. You need a registration code, and it is just a mini demo. It definitely contains a lot of bugs, but yeah, you played it as well already. Some things are working good, some things are working not so good, but yeah, basically you can slay monsters as.
Overall, from my experience of it, it was good fun. So that's the thing. You've got the core game sort of thing ready, and like, the fun element is there. It's just sort of perfecting it, I guess, right?
Yeah. I can show that in a second, and yeah, we are working continuously on it. And the big milestone which we are trying to reach right now is yeah, the so-called January version. Internally, we call it January version. It will be the official launch of the demo. Where everyone is invited, and yeah, the first step will be a stress test, I would call it, for our servers. And yeah,
a quick question.
Basically,
how to log in? Will you need like a wallet address or just an email? Like, so like usability wise, do you need to have like a Web3?
Oh, you don't need Web3. So we don't want to exclude Web2 players, and it is fine with email address. Yeah, we are thinking about if we do a wallet login as well, or maybe a Google account login, but maybe that takes too much time. So right now we are email plus password, and that's it. And yeah, so yeah, we don't want to exclude anyone, and what basically is planned for January is that the people can start earning in the January version already. So without us having launched our real in-game token, earning is it is more like virtual points in the demo, but you can use these points already to increase the strength of your character, which will be carried over in the launch version, which will come mid next year or end next year, something like that. And yeah, that is the biggest important thing in the January version, that you can prepare. It is like pre-mining. It is like pre-mining. So you can build up strength, and then when the launch is there, maybe you know it from Web2 games, when the official version launches, the starting areas is totally crowded because everyone is starting there, and then you are ahead of the crowd already and can go to the second or third area already, and you can breathe a bit more, and you can slay more monsters, and
that's awesome. Yeah. That's like that's 100% for people like us. We'll be like straight there, because we're not going to be noobs anymore. We're going to be like everyone will look up to us, and we can be the leaders of the guilds. And
it's good to reward the players that have actually committed to it beforehand, right? No, I think that's a really good idea. Like I'm really looking forward to the launch. I think it'll be really sort of exciting to see that influx of players sort of experiencing it for the first time. But yeah,
it is it will be great, and I'm looking to play it myself already for sure as well. And yeah, one important thing for the January version will be the pet system. So pets are very important in the game because they pick up loot for you, and when you don't need to pick up the loot, then you have more time to kill more monsters. And the pets take basically time to level up, and when you can prepare a lot of pets already in the demo version for the launch, then yeah, that is good as well. And then
So
you
I
can
sell all my pets to all the noobs, yeah? I'm going to be keeping all the pets.
yeah. So I don't know if you will have a full pet army already in the launch version. So you can have multiple pets, and when the pets are max level, you can meld them together so that they go to the next tier. So to reach the highest stage of pets, it will take some time, and maybe when the game proceeds, in 1 or 2 years, you might want to have another pet because your playstyle changed, and certain pet categories have certain buffs, which fit.
See, that's forward thinking every way. You've already thought of the future. That's really interesting. That's really cool.
Yeah. So there will be, just to give one example, there will be a pet which increases your dancing skill so that you are a bit quicker and attract visitors which throw presents at you, a small percentage quicker than others. And yeah, then other pet categories will give you more XP while fighting. Another pet category will give you more XP while doing the cooking profession, just to give some examples. And yeah,
it will buff you depending on what you sort of want to interact with more, right, in the game, sort of thing.
yeah, so yeah, the pets are categorized more or less. So the dogs are more for fighting, I would say, and the cats are more for the peaceful profession persons, but not exclusively. It is mixed. There are different categories of pets. There are different categories of dogs. We have wisps. We have chickens, dragons, flying unicorns.
Nice.
And
that's cool.
yeah, and one of the latest invention were the tribble pets. Do you know the tribbles from Star Trek? There's one episode. They look like small brown balls, fluffy balls.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
We have a small brown fluffy ball following you around.
Yeah. We will have tribble pets in our game, and yeah, so all different kinds.
Yeah.
Good. But yeah, let's quickly jump into the demo version. I can just show you some stuff of the. Have you experienced the boss already, the small mini boss, or was it? It was the patch
the one
was
in the
beta.
corner of the map. Yeah, the one that's really annoying to kill. Yeah, I've experienced it. The one that fires bullets around. Yeah.
So this is, yeah, it is just my development version. It will maybe it stops in between when I play. That is because I have all this error and log debugging on. And so what we see here, yeah, Frank, the main character in the ordinary world. I experimented the last days with some stuff. We have here Herbert. We have a full dex inside the game.
Nice. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So here you see the test BF and the test BKO, which are our governance and our in-game token. We have BKL here. I did something with test Ethereum already. And with ICP tokens, I tried a bit, and with Matic tokens. And yeah, basically the client version is already this far. You can generate. Oh wait, was it in here already? Let me just get back to him. Here you can generate a wallet address, and then you can send in tokens to a wallet address that is already integrated in our server backend, and then the game client recognizes, oh, someone sent in some currency from outside. Now we give him some extra in-game tokens for the demo. That is just one of the features which we are deciding right now if we do it. And yeah, what is new here? More, yeah, we have here this NPCs which give you buffs. This is Oliver, the CEO of Be Light and a friend of mine. He has this light shop here in the demo.
Oh,
He gives
we
you
met
buff.
him at the conference.
Yeah. You know him. You know him. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. You spoke with him. I remember. Yeah. Just to show you here that something is developing. We have a in-game system, a mailbox where you can be sent literally everything, a pet and stuff like that. So I looted the pet from the mails earlier already, and it is now in my inventory. Here, this is the tribble pet.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, that is how it looks like now. And yeah, here's some test items, hoodies, soul jar where he stores souls in for increasing his power. And yeah, the inventory system is under development, and will be fully finished in the January version, definitely. And well, for the fantasy part, when Frank plays the game, yeah, you start directly as Hoodie here in front of the Endless Dungeon. Here's the guy where you can buy some healing pots. I can choose which level I start on because I played until level 26, so now I can start at level 21 when I want to. And well, this is level 21.
So there's sort of tiers, I guess. Well, no, there's obviously the tiers in the dungeon, but when you hit like a sort of checkpoint, you can go back to that and start from there and keep going down.
Yeah. It is 5 level below the max level you were able to finish. And where you see level 21 without healing pots it's very hardcore. So the mobs are extremely strong. They show much more projectiles at you, and they make more damage and stuff like that. Everything is still randomized, but
so we can see the pet right now picking up all the stuff.
Yeah, exactly. He just opened a box, and yeah, let me kill this enemy, then we can watch it again now. Chuck, he opens the box, and now the ink is flying to us. Yeah.
And I just wanted to make sure that I saw it. It's going to be on the ICP mainnet, the token?
We have a mechanic for ICP implemented, but the final decision for the chain has not been met.
Okay.
So so I implemented mechanics just for testing which works, which not. ICP works already, Polygon works, Ethereum works. Ethereum is too expensive, that makes no sense, but maybe our main liquidity pool on DEX will be on Ethereum. We are looking around. And Avalanche, we are still considering our own subnet. And yeah, the decision has to be made. We need to speak with all the companies who can help us additionally with connections and stuff like that. And yeah, then we will decide. And wait 1 second, I just here on level 10. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah, here's a bigger guy. So yeah. So this is just a copy of the normal ghosts with just some other attacking mechanics, and but bosses like this with much more different attacks and which are more aggressive and so on. Yeah, they will play a huge role, and there will definitely be some where you need 80 people to be able to kill it.
That's awesome.
And, wow.
Well, I was just wondering, is there like resurrection mechanics, or like if you do die in the game, are you just going to get kicked out, or could someone heal you?
Yeah, when you die at a boss, and many people will die at the bosses, then you spawn in a close by area. So we have certain checkpoints on the map, and then you have to run for some seconds until you are at the boss again. A resurrection mechanic directly is not planned, but a healing mechanic will be there. And well, these boss fights, you will have a marker where the boss will attack. And 1 second. And there will be blocking mechanics and evading mechanics, and so you can avoid dying.
Yeah, of course. Because I remember we played the build that you gave us, we had like cool different types of weapons because there's different types of playing style. This one's like a more melee one, but I really enjoyed like using the magic stuff and the bow and arrow. Yeah, oh yeah, there we go. I preferred using them. I'm a more ranged person instead of. Oh, I like it. Yeah.
So
I'm definitely more melee.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
So you see the tank, and I'll just shoot people from behind.
Yeah.
So this is to be honest, this is not the real combat system. What we are seeing here. This is just Hoodie.
Concept, basically.
He is not so aggressive, and there will definitely be people who will kill monsters with Hoodie, but the real strength for combat comes with the character classes. Nonetheless, Hoodie will get his own skill tree to have an, for example, this melee attack will have an ultimate version where the whole screen is filled with these blade slashes.
Nice.
And and the bow will get something like an arrow storm where an area is filled with thousands of arrows raining from the top, and so he will get some combat extensions, but the real combat is will take place with the combat classes. And let me stop this and switch to another version of the game. I would like to show you quickly some stuff of the Swino Tower combat class. I don't know if you have seen this already somewhere. This is the basically it is the intro for the story. Hoodie having a weird dream. He is seeing this apparition of the Blue Kraken in space, and he does not know what's going on. The Kraken says he should come closer and touch his eyeball. And then the Kraken will show him something mystical. That is just the eye. So the Kraken is really gigantic. Now you see the eye. It is just a straight black line because it is so huge. And Hoodie is touching it, and then the dream is over. Now you see a small game menu that it has a reason why you see this. You can't do anything in the menu, but I will tell you in a second what is up with that. And Hoodie awakes in a kind of case. He doesn't know who he is or where he is and stuff like that. Then you basically run around here and you find the tutorial guy who is called Ghost, basically your first pet, and he teleports you out of the cave, and then from here the story continues. For testing purposes, we have multiple pets here. With the first slime enemies, I think it might be funny if the first level 1 mobs would look like Axes from Axie Infinity. That some people might think it's funny, but I guess some won't think it's funny. But when the story continues, so you arrive at the robot camp where Ghost has led you to, and here is the first quest. Ghost says, "Oh, they ripped a wound into the skin." He means this big abyss here with this blue glow, and now he hears some enemies approaching and tells Hoodie to transform into something aggressive. We do it. We transform into the Swino Tower. That is basically the first combat class. And now some robot ants appear, and you have to fight a fight which you can't win in the end. So as more you fight, as stronger the robots will become, and more will join or spawn. And but that is connected to the story. And you see already the Swino Tower has some different combat moves. It is the old version. We have a whole new appearance of him. So this one was made by me and I have no skills in drawing or stuff like that. My sister had a much more pretty one already. And basically you see already he has some it is something totally different than playing with Hoodie. And these the combat classes will all be very different and very interesting. They will have all have their own item sets, and yeah, basically, I just wanted to show you a small preview of
No, that's
some.
awesome. That was really cool.
Yeah, that's
Really,
awesome.
I like how you already thought about the whole story and it's so interactive already. There's going to be lots to discover, I can imagine.
Yeah, and yeah, from the story, I would like to give you the next step was what happens when you die in this robot camp. And then you will see the connection to Frank and all the stuff. When you die in the robot camp, then a blue screen appears for you as a user, and you will hear some beeping sound. So like an error on your PC, and
Like a
you
blue
will
screen there.
yeah, and you will see the message out of memory. But then everything got solved, and you appear in Frank's apartment, which you know already from the demo version. And Frank jumps from his chair and says, "Oh damn, I'm out of memory, but this game is so fantastic. I need to run to the PC store and get additional memory for my computer."
That's
And
cool.
then you see, I just played the whole time. I played Frank playing Blue Kraken
Yeah.
Online, and yeah, then everything in Frank's world starts to go crazy when he moves to the PC store and it is closed. Even it is a normal opening time, but it is closed, and then he has to search for another one, and then he finds this dark alley where he goes in, and there's a shop, a PC shop. It is glowing from afar already. The signs are blinking. PC parts, come closer, Frank. Like that. And yeah, when he moves closer, the door already opens magically a bit, like he would be invited to come in. And then this old guy sells him some magical glowing memory for his computer. So the old guy knows that it is glowing.
Hopefully
Frank
not
doesn't see it, but yeah, and when he puts this in his computer, then everything starts, and the world of Frank and Hoodie, the game world and Frank's real world begin to merge. And yeah, that is the story setup, and
Yeah.
That's
from
cool.
there it develops.
That's a lot of effort put into that for sure.
Well, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Like I love the story. Sounds great. It sounds really good fun. So far. One thing I guess that sounds really cool that about the future of the game. You can, because obviously it's Frank playing as Hoodie, you can have like all sorts of different games that he could play. And if you like, you could expand it to a whole new horizon sort of thing. Yeah, you could just implement so many different things into that one game, which is really fantastic to see.
Exactly, Chris. And that is what we are doing. So we have one game, or no, we have two games already, which will be implemented. The one is a pixel art fighting game from a friend of mine. And yeah, I guess it is technically I guess it is possible that we can start it directly from Frank's world. So he has this arcade store in his city anyway already.
Yeah.
And maybe then you can seamlessly jump between our both games. And yeah, then we have K4 Rally. It is yeah, it is going to Unreal Engine now. That won't be able to integrate directly technically because we use Unity, they use Unreal. But we will make some possibility for Frank playing it and having some advantages from playing the other game as well. And
obviously, if they're all sort of combined in this one game, you can have the tokens sort of help you out in another game. For instance, if you're better at one game, you can sort of farm more tokens in that and then use them in the other. So yeah,
Yeah, it's a really good concept. Yeah, for sure. And like it also attracts the people who aren't necessarily into pixel format. For like you said, the other games could be an Unreal. So that's what I wanted to come across there, because I remember you said in our interview in Hamburg is that I was wondering, will there be like, is it just going to be pixelated? And you said there's going to be potential. And now you've said there's going to be a game in Unreal Engine. So for me, sometimes I like pixel games for sure, but then sometimes I wanted a break to like another game, so that you're basically catering for everyone, which is at the end of the day, you need your user base, and the best way is to cover all ends, which is pretty amazing, I have to say.
Exactly. And what for me is it is always important that we create synergies between the games. So when you play K4 Rally, the game in Unreal, which is a racing game, then when you have a racing car NFT from their game, then Frank has a racing car at his house as well, and then he don't
Oh,
need to
awesome.
go to work by bus, and he can drive
Yeah.
there with this racing car.
Oh,
And
that's
That's
really
really
cool.
awesome. That interoperability at the end of the day is
Yeah.
for anyone. Oh, I love
And
it.
so those things, would they be sort of implemented with NFTs, or would they sort of just these extra items you're saying?
Yeah, so K4 Rally has NFTs, so they will NFT their cars. And yeah, that is just yeah, we will do it exactly like I described. Yeah, that will
Awesome.
be the way. And yeah, with the beat 'em up game, there are NFTs as well. But we so we have so many possibilities. We will let players win prizes from our game when you play a special BKO tournaments inside the beat 'em up game, for example, and vice versa. So it is not necessary that it is always connected to NFTs. We can get very, very creative there. And yeah.
And sort of cover all bases again. That's awesome. No, that's really
Yeah,
cool.
at the end of the day, you have thought of everything before even creating this game, which is so phenomenal. It's so refreshing. Like, it is so crazy. I know I'm bringing it back again, but it is at the end of the day, no one's thinking of this. All they're thinking about, where can I suck the liquidity out of the user? You guys are providing more than anyone I've ever seen in any blockchain game. So I am so excited. This is...
And just to see how far it's come since the last time we spoke.
Well, how many months has it been? When was June? My brain
It was
is
like,
not
it's
happening.
about 6 months ago, wasn't it?
6 months, in 6 months, you have completed more than you said you are doing to us. And even after the interview, these are the things we're doing. You've done way
So
more.
in another 6 months, I'd love to see sort of where you're at again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Awesome.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And yeah, so you said it very exactly. So you hit the nail very exactly. So it is, from my point of view, I think it is very important that we see more and more games which are not building a game around a financial product, but that we build a game, and around that we may build something financial and a token structure and stuff like that, so that the game is more inside the focus and not only gamifying a financial product.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, awesome. Do you have anything else you want to say about the game, or in general?
Yes. I would like to make a small advertisement again for the January version.
Yeah.
And it will be very interesting how much you can do in advance for the launch version to prepare your career, your gaming career inside Blue Kraken Online. We have a lot of things which you can, it's like pre-mining, which you can pre-earn prior to launch. You can extend your inventory, you can build your pet army, you can pre-level your character. You can build up something that is called loyalty points, which you just get for logging in, and which you can earn by liking our Twitter posts. There will be a whole new mechanic for it starting in January. And some of the stuff which you can earn will not be bound to your character. Some of the stuff you will earn, you will be able to create NFTs from at launch and sell these.
Awesome. So there's so many rewards for being here early,
being active, and being early.
At the end of the day, also people need to be aware, if something crashes, it's no one's fault. This is early alpha builds, and this is how games are built. So it's like important, break the game. I think if you can break the game, you should break the game and then send them a bug report after, because at the end of the day, like, we're all here together as a community, building together, getting excited, and like getting behind a project that is actually making a difference in the field, not just the copy and paste. You hit it.
Thanks a lot.
Can I just ask as well? So for people watching who might want to play the game, how would they access the demo, or where can they access the demo? Where can they sort of find out more, sort of thing?
Yeah. So when you want to play the buggy mini demo, then you can just visit our Telegram and you will get a registry key there.
Okay.
And for January, yeah, basically, yeah, it will basically be the same. Join Telegram, and there you will find all informations. And yeah, in January, then yeah, the pre-mining, pre-earning starts, and the fun begins, I would call it.
Awesome.
Perfect. I'm so excited. Really excited.
Yeah. Bring on January, bring on the new year.
And it's gonna be my birthday, so I can get some rewards as well, level up, the win's the win. So I just want to say thank you so much, Nick, for coming back to us and wanting to have another chat again. And yeah,
and sharing your game with us again, like, and sharing all this sort of like unseen footage and stuff like that. It's really great to see. Like, we really love having you on, obviously. And yeah, no, it's really good to talk to you again.
Thanks a lot. It was a big pleasure for me being here. Thank you for having me. And yeah, it was a really cool call. And yeah, thanks for giving me the opportunity to show all what I created, what we created. Yeah.
Yeah, you should be incredibly proud again. Like, it's something that's not there, and you have nailed it on the spot. Thank you everyone for listening to this amazing interview with Blue Kraken Online, with Nick, with me, Stash.
With me, Chris. Yeah. And
thanks everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.